Today we're going to be talking about some Kino Lorber. I took down some of the games back there because I was doing an important webcam call, so I took the games down, and so I just stacked the Kino Lorber movies back there. So I'm better, about 95% better. I still have some itching. My scalp still itches a little bit, but I'm over the allergic reaction to that kava kava. Now I'm just sticking to kratom. I prefer kratom anyway. And so I'm trying a couple different ones from Phenoextracticum and Kraken Kratom. I usually stick with Crave. They have one called Trainwreck I really like. So I'm trying these. Seem to be pretty good. I think these are higher quality, but the Trainwreck hits in a really nice way. But it makes me kind of shaky if I take too much. But yeah, really, really nice. Good for anxiety if you have anxiety, or people use it to get off stronger medication like Oxy, stuff like that. But yeah, Kava Kava, not my thing. Broke me out so bad. And so I'm just sticking to Kratom with Kratom and Blue Lotus tea. You mix Kratom and Blue Lotus tea, careful with Blue Lotus. I get mine from Kratora, but it's strong stuff. I took less than the recommended, but I also took Kratom also. And I felt like I was super drunk, like really inebriated without the lowering of inhibitions. So it was like feeling drunk without like the good part. But if you want to feel drunk without, feeling like you're going to be stumbling around and doing dumb things, then, because I don't drink much these days. So if you want to feel drunk, Blue Lotus, man. Blue Lotus got me, as long as you get good quality, as with all plant stuff, you got to get good quality. But, yeah, anyway, I'm better for the most part. So, let's go ahead and get into these movies. Let me bring some stacks over. So, I haven't watched many Kino Lorber movies this year. I've watched about 150 movies, which is a lot. But it's not a lot. Some people think, I play more games and watch more movies than I actually do. But if you budget your time, you really have a lot of time. It's like counting calories, which while I was suffering from an allergic reaction, I decided I'm gonna lose some weight. So I'm on like day 4 or 5 of losing weight, and it's like counting calories or budgeting money. When you actually do a budget, you realize how much money you're spending without realizing it, or how many calories you're eating without realizing it. When you budget your time, you realize just how much time you're wasting doing nothing. Going down the rabbit hole of YouTube. And I don't mean like watching good YouTube. I mean just sitting there mindlessly. And so watching 150 movies so far this year, that's an average of a movie a day. That's not bad at all. You know how many people waste more than 2 hours a day doing nothing? So, I do watch a lot of movies, play a lot of games, but really, I don't, that's not all I do. A lot of people think if you're a gamer or if you watch a lot of movies, then you don't have a life. But you can have a life just like anyone else. You just budget your time and whatever your hobby is, you can fit that in there. But we're going to go through some of these. I'm going to do my slipcases. Yeah, let me go ahead and do my slipcases first. So we got... Get some light going. I'm still trying to work on trying to get a good light system. Sometimes I feel like when I show things off, it's not as bright as it could be. So we got Coogan's Bluff with Clint Eastwood. And with Kino Lorber, I love the fact that it seems to be most of their slipcovers have different art, so that's fantastic. Definitely worth getting the slipcover for that, if you like such things. Let me see if... There, that'll be a little better. I haven't seen this one yet. I've been going through Clint Eastwood again. So I just watched this recently. for a few dollars more. This one is unfortunately the same. And it's the 4K. I think the 4K ones are the same as the slip, which is kind of disappointing. You're already doing 4K. At least do. Oh, let me show you. So these also have inside art. Let me take the movie out. Or not inside art, but these have reversible covers. So you can have it the same as the slip. So if you don't get it with the slip, it'll probably come like this. And then you can switch it out if you want it. So if you don't really want the slip, but you like that cover art, well, it'll come with it anyway. You can just reverse it. But the 4K ones don't have that reversible slip. Just like A Fistful of Dollars. Again, 4K. These look good in 4K. But no different art, unfortunately. I don't know about some of these. You know, let me open this one up. Let's go ahead and open this one. I usually don't like opening things until I use them because it's kind of an added like ritual that's fun, opening a new movie when you're about to watch it. But I do want to see if this, let's just see if it has a reversible. This is Love Slaves of the Amazons. I think this one was a recent one that came out on Kino. Nope. No reversible. So some have reversibles, some don't. Oh well. Oh well. We got UFO Incident with James Earl Jones and Estelle Pearson's. I don't know who that is. We got In the Heat of the Night. Some Like It Hot. Marilyn Monroe. 4K. Killer's Kiss. I accidentally got this one twice. I didn't realize I added it to my cart twice, so I got two of them. It bummed me out. I think it was like $17 too, something like that, I think. Charles Bronson in Breakheart Pass. Oh yes, so as far as I know, they only have season 1 so far, but we have the Night Gallery, Rod Serling. I don't think I was allowed to watch this as a kid. But this is the same guy who did the Twilight Zone, the old Twilight Zone before Jordan Peele. Was it Jordan Peele? I haven't seen his, but before Jordan Peele took it over. And so far, I think they only have season 1. I think, from what I've heard, Night Gallery is kind of a more, I guess, a creepier version of Twilight Zone. That's what I heard. I don't know much about it. I'm super excited to go through it because I'm a big Twilight Zone fan. The Puppet Masters. There's a Twilight Zone edition I want to get, but it's very hard to find and come across on eBay. And when it comes out, it's typically like $500, something like that. You got a Michael Caine Gambit from 1966. I think same year as The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Even way back then, Michael Caine was rocking it. He was a star even back then. Yes, Man on the Moon, Jim Carrey. Can't wait to watch the special features and commentary on that one. The Antichrist. Now, I got this because I thought this was the Willem Dafoe movie that I also have on Criterion, if you saw that video. But no, it's a different movie. Because I was like, you know what, it's the Antichrist. I'll go ahead and snag this on Kino Lorber also and see if it has different special features. But no, it's actually a different movie. We got a double feature with Vincent Price. We got The Abominable Dr. Phoebes and Dr. Phoebes Rises Again. Vincent Price is such a legend, dude. Another Clint Eastwood. Yes, we got the Iger sanction. Clint Eastwood was so awesome back in the day. I need to watch more of his new stuff. I don't know, he directed some stuff. I don't know much about his new stuff. Joe Kidd, it was alright. Joe Kidd wasn't bad. It wasn't great. But, I mean, it wasn't really... Ah, yes, reversible cover. What I want is the Outlaw Josie Wales. I'm kind of waiting to see if Kino Lorber releases that one. Play Misty for Me. That has the lady, if you know, that played the mom on Archer and the mom in Arrested Development. But yeah, Clint Eastwood, this is his first movie he directed, his directorial debut. And this movie was really, really not good. I didn't like it. I don't know why some people like it. Now, I give him a pass because everyone's got to start somewhere, and it was a directorial debut. So, I'm sure he's gotten a lot better. Everyone has to start someplace, so I give it a pass because it's his first debut as a director. It just wasn't that good. There's a lot wrong with it from a directing standpoint. And from a story standpoint, I thought it was bland. And a lot of people like it, though. I don't. Clint Eastwood again, The Beguiled. Now, I've gotten all Kino's Clint Eastwood in slipcovers except The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I missed that one. I have it. I just don't have it in slip. And I checked eBay, and one sold for $150. $150. I really hope that comes down soon. Because I love The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly so much. Two Mules for Sister Sarah, Clint Eastwood. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is one of the best movies of all time. And I really want that one in slip. Terror Out of the Sky. Got some fun creature features. Ants. You gotta love a good creature feature. Now, I wish they would come out with the Attack of the Giant Crabs. Is the movie that I think Attack of the Giant Crabs or Attack of the Crabs from the 50s. It's the movie that got me into creature features. I watched it. I was like, way back in the day. I was like, you know what? That was fun. It was stupid, but that's the point. It was really fun. Tarantulas, The Deadly Cargo. Terror Circus. Do you guys like slips? I love slips. I didn't think I was gonna like slips. I'll do a whole video on slips. I know I keep saying every video I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a video on this and this and this and that and the other. I'll get to them. I'm just showing off a lot of collection stuff right now. Out of Sight, George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez. But I will do a video on why I like slips. It took me a minute to get into them though. But I'm not like a diehard slip fan. It's not like I have to have it, except The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Come on. Come on. I got all the others. I gotta have that one. Alright, so that's my slips. There might be a couple more coming up. I don't know. I think this is it. And let me go ahead and grab another stack. Okay, I really need to maximize my space usage. I need to optimize this quite a bit. Alright, so we are on to the regular Blu-rays and 4Ks if any show up. So let's start off with Three Bad Men. A Western. I've been on a Western kick lately because of Clint Eastwood. I'm not even a big Western fan, but I like dabbling in a little bit of everything. So we have a double feature, Anthony Quinn, The Ride Back, and The Man from Del Rio. More Western movies. Yeah, so we got two disc deluxe remastered edition of Nosferatu. I have this in Steelbook also. Kathleen Turner, Killer Eyes, Killer Legs, Killer Instincts. Oh, I thought that was the name. I guess it's called W. Or, you know what? I don't know what this is called. Is that the name? Or is it called W? Or I'm sorry, coming off kind of stupid there. V.I. Warshawski. I guess that's the title. I thought that was an actor's name. We got I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. You gotta have some of these in your collection. Some of these just off the wall fun stuff. It's just fun, not to be taken seriously. 13 Washington Square. Now this one isn't in the typical Kino format. It is a Kino. Beware the Blob. I got the first Blob in Criterion. Play It to the Bone. Woody Harrelson and Antonio Banderas. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." I haven't seen this since I was a kid. Singing Guns. Now most of these I haven't opened. I haven't been going through my Kinos. I got into Kino not too long ago. It's been well, I guess a year. It's been about a year, but I haven't really gone through my the Jury. I haven't really gone through my Kinos yet. We got Gold. Sherlock Holmes, Smarter Brother. We got Gene Wilder. Who bought Gene Wilder's house? Was that Elon Musk? Or was the house Elon Musk was selling a while back? Was that originally Gene Wilder's house, I think? The Tie That Binds. Tiger by the Tail. I don't know a lot of these. I love old movies, and I got a lot of old Kino Lorber movies to dive into at some point. So a lot of them I haven't even. Not only have I not seen Cabin Boy, not only have I not seen them since I got them, but I've never seen them. So a lot of these I have no idea what they are. 23 Paces to Baker Street. But I love me some old movies. So this is just a gold mine waiting to happen once I dive into it. Jackie Gleason, How Do I Love Thee? Blue. So this, there was something about this that was interesting. I think it was filmed entirely in blue. There's nothing in cinema history to match this. Derek Jarman, the romantic, meets Jarman, the ironclast, in this lush landscape, pulsing against a purely blue screen. So it is all against a blue screen. Frank McCluskey. I always think this guy's Jim Carrey when I see him. We got Dolly Parton, Randy Quaid, Ed Sheridan. It's Pat. So this movie is a very hated movie. It came from an SNL skit. There is an SNL skit of someone who's you can't really tell what gender they are. This was back in 90s, I think. And then they came out. Yeah, this was made in 94. And so they came out with a movie based on that skit. And it was so bad. It lasted like a week in theaters before people pulled it out. and people hated this movie. I had just seen a terrible movie, really terrible movie, and I just wanted something to just be a palate cleanser, so I threw this on and I had fun with it. It was actually kind of fun. And it definitely sucks, I guess. You know how your mind can completely have a different reaction to a movie based on when you watch something, based on the mindset you're in. So I actually enjoyed this because I just watched a really terrible movie and I didn't want a movie that was awesome. I just wanted a palate cleanser. And honestly, I enjoyed it. I would not recommend it. People hate it for a reason. It's stupid. But that's exactly what I wanted at the time. A Town Called Hell. The Seventh Dawn. Dr. Cyclops. Suppose they gave me a war and nobody came. All My Sons. I wish I could be giving some commentary on some of these, or I just don't know. Oh, here's something I know. Roommates. This movie sucks. Peter Falk's awesome. I love Peter Falk. This movie was so terrible. Nobody likable in this movie. Everybody was unlikable. And it seems like it's going to be a funny movie. And it should be a funny movie, but it's not funny. And if you don't know Peter Falk, he was in Columbo. And a few movies since then. But that movie I thought was absolutely terrible. Meryl Streep and Liam Neeson in Before and After. Also with the kid who was in Terminator 2. It was a decent movie. Oh, James Cagney. I love James Cagney, one of my favorite old actors. The Gallant Hours. My favorite Cagney movie is Angels with Dirty Faces. Cagney again, Shake Hands with the Devil. Mastermind. The Land That Time Forgot. Yeah, you gotta have this one. Zazao. I actually got this one on eBay and didn't realize it was a Kino Lorber. Nicolas Cage, Tommy Lee Jones, and Sean Young. Firebirds. I'm a big Nicolas Cage fan. The Reader with Kate Winslet, Ralph Fiennes, and some other people. Focus. We got London Has Fallen and Angel Has Fallen. The Gerard Butler and Morgan Freeman trilogy. I forget what the third one is. And I don't know if I have it. Are these Kinos? These are not Kinos. What am I doing here? Neither is The Reader. No, I gave you 3 extra ones. There you go. Had some extra regular Blu-rays stuck in there. Alright, we have Dustin Hoffman, who is Sherry Kellerman. Big Trouble. I can't stand Tim Allen. I don't know why. He just always seems so. I don't know. I don't really like his movies, though. Except Santa Claus. He is the Santa Claus. But yeah, I've never been as a kid, and I just never been a Tim Allen fan. I can't really pinpoint why. A Bill of Divorcement. Of course, some of his animated movies I gotta like, but him as an actor, I don't know. The Revolt of the Slaves. Looks like a good time. Clint Eastwood, Thunderbolt, and Lightfoot. I don't think this one had a slip. 21 hours at Munich. Okay, we got Unsung Heroes. Michael Richards from Seinfeld. Speaking of Seinfeld, I just watched some Curb Your Enthusiasm. That show's so good. Cops and Robbers. Loophole. The Woman in Red. Oh, Gene Wilder. Another Gene Wilder. Jackie Gleason, Papa's Delicate Condition. Again, I've said it before, I love old movie art cover arts. The Thomas Crown Affair. Oh, Steve McQueen. Trigger Jr. Diamonds for Breakfast. Class Reunion. Koch. Here we got Washington Square. Again, there's so many of these, I don't know anything about them. I don't even remember the titles. Nothing Sacred. But once I go on my big kick, my marathon mode of Kino Lorber old movies, The Favor, it's going to be a really good time. I'm going to enjoy it. But for now, most of these movies, I don't know a thing about them. Dead Man's River, can't wait to watch this. This has Lee Van Cleef, who was the bad in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And he was also in For a Few Dollars More. The Last Valley, Michael Caine. It's just, you can watch so many movies, and yet... Oh, Spaceballs, 4K. You can watch so many movies, but you still have, like... You're never going to get to the end of the movies that are out there. Village of the Giants. They say, what, there's like 500,000 movies out there? But a lot of those are going to be, you know, your little things that aren't worth watching. Double feature, 633rd Squadron, and Mosquito Squadron. Bob Hope, alias Jesse James. Oh yeah, 12 Angry Men, 1997. I thought this came out in the 50s. Wasn't it black and white? I don't know. I thought maybe there's a different one. Maybe there's an older one. So I saw one that was black and white from the 50s. They had the phrase "kids these days." You know, the mentality that every generation has, and every generation thinks they're special when they say it. Yeah, I'm so cool. I'm hating on the new generation. That's what people have been doing for hundreds of years, even Socrates. But I'm cool when I do it. Okay. Imagine jamming out to "My Generation" by The Who, and then growing up to be who that song's talking about. The Grissom Gang. Chuck Norris, An Eye for an Eye. Dakota, John Wayne. Love at Large. The Complete Metropolis. I can't wait to dive into this and its special features because it is a metropolis. With 25 minutes of restored footage. This came out, what, 20s, I believe? 1927. Isn't that the year The Man Who Laughs came out? Chuck Norris, Hero and the Terror. I wish they would put out Mission Impossible. Not Mission Impossible, Missing in Action. Gross Anatomy. I have this one also in a different cover that's not Kino Lorber. I didn't realize I already had it when I got this. Fritz the Cat, which, if you can tell by the cover, is not a kid's cartoon. Let me see if there's anything on the back that I can't show. No, it should be fine. Because YouTube's weird. I'm trying to get good lighting on it. But The Beautiful Blonde from Bashful Bend. Say that 5 times fast. Actually, that one might not be too difficult to say 5 times fast. Daddy Longlegs. I think the Coen brothers also has a Daddy Longlegs movie. Focus. Oh, you know what? This is probably getting in the way of the focus. Then we have another Liam Neeson, The Good Mother, and Diane Keaton. And then we have a serial. I think it's 12 episodes of Captain Marvel. What was this, the 40s? Yeah, and now if they could put out the Batman one that came out in the 40s. A lot of people don't know Batman came out in the 40s. A lot of people know the 1966 version, which I did a video unboxing that box set. How I Won the War. I can't wait till I do some videos on topics, like where I don't just show off collections, but I talk about topics, because I like talking about stuff. Gene Hackman, Barbara Streisand, All Night Long. Like I have a topic I want to do, like if because I think if you're a gamer, you have no excuse not to be fit. Which, I mean, I'm not too fit right now, but I don't have an excuse. If you're a gamer, you have no excuse to be that stereotype, typical, unfit guy. Alias Nick Beale. Peter Sellers, The Optimists. The McKinsey Break. The Ultimate Escape. I doubt this is going to be better than The Great Escape, one of my favorite movies of all time, but I'll see. The Satan Bug. Bad Company. Lawrence Fishburne. I Heard the Owl Call My Name. Paris Holiday, Bob Hope. It's crazy how many movies I have that I do not know anything about. At least in Kino Lorber. Double feature. We got Too Much and Miami Rhapsody. Oh, Antonio Banderas in both of them. Okay, let me get the last lot. We got Weird Science with John Candy, Martin Short, and a couple other people that I'm not really, I don't know who they are. We got A Reason to Live, A Reason to Die, another Western. These two are DVDs. And then we'll go with the Carol Lombardi Collection number 1. I don't have number 2. It has Fast and Loose, Men of the World, and No Man of Her Own. I like these little box sets that Kino puts out. You can see they come in their individual Blu-ray cases. And then we have Western Classics 1 and 2. Number 1 contains When the Daltons Rode, The Virginian, and Whispering Smith. Number 2 has The Redhead from Wyoming, Pillars of the Sky, and Gun for a Coward. Now we got Film Noir. Now I got the first 5. I think there's 6, 7. I think there's 8 actually. So first I got the DVD set for the first volume because the Blu-ray set was went out of print, and as far as I'm aware, they had a rights issue with one of the movies, so they couldn't print it again, and so it was hard to get. One of them showed up on eBay. Somebody was selling like 7 of them. And I was like, yeah, I'll snag one up tomorrow. Logged in tomorrow, the next day, and they were all gone. It's like, no! So I waited until a DVD one popped up. And I got the DVD one because I didn't know when the Blu-ray one was actually going to show up again. But then they got the rights issue fixed. They printed it again. And I was able to get hold of the Blu-ray set. So the DVD set only has 4 movies, but the Blu-ray set has 5. This is the only volume out of the Film Noir set that has 5 movies. Just the first one. And so let's kick it off with Volume 1. And it doesn't actually say Volume 1 on it. I think they were just testing it out to see if it would sell, and it did. So there's other, I'll pull them up, but there's other Kino Lorbers that do the same thing where the first one didn't actually say volume on it. But we got Witness to Murder, He Ran All the Way, Storm Fear, A Bullet for Joey, and Big House. Witness to Murder was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. I watched that one from the DVD set. 5 nice DVDs or Blu-rays in there. And we got number 2. And that contains Thunder on the Hill, The Price of Fear, and The Female Animal. So this has 3 movies in it. They all have 3 of them, except the first one, which has 5. Number 3. Abandoned, The Lady Gambles, and Sleeping City. Film noir, or noir, is such a great style. It's an amazing style. Even Spider-Man noir is my favorite Spider-Man. Calcutta, An Act of Murder, 6 Bridges to Cross. I was really happy in what was it called, the Spider-Verse, that Nicolas Cage voiced Spider-Man noir. And in Volume 5 we have Because of You, Outside the Law, and The Midnight Story. Really nice set. I just wish the first volume, or these don't say volume, but I wish the first one had just number 1 on it. It's a really small detail that doesn't matter. And then we got a couple cartoons. So we got a couple cartoons here. We got the Pink Panther set. I also have the live action Pink Panther movies on VHS. It comes in a nice box set as well. So these, it's just volumes 1 through 6. It doesn't actually have names on each one. So just volumes 1 through 6. 798 minutes. We got a couple of other cartoons. We got the Patty Freeling collection. And you can see again, this one does not have volume 1 on it. Yeah, so I wish it did, but again, I don't know if I bet they were just testing. They didn't want to make it seem like they were coming out with the volume 2 until they knew it was going to sell. But the first one has the Inspector, Roland and the Ratfink, the Ant and the Aardvark, and Tijuana Toads. I like that they're different colors. And that this one is 559 minutes. This one is 639 minutes. And this one has Crazy Legs Crane, Sheriff Hoot Kloot, the Dog Father, Mr. Jaw, and the Blue Racer. This one has 6 volumes in it. The other one only had 4 volumes. Again, nicely different colored Blu-rays. So that's my Kino. Let me just make sure. Nope, you know what? I have one last one. I have Jetsons, the movie. So that's my Kino collection. I don't know. There's so many of them. I don't know anything about them, but that'll just be fun to dive into. I love going into movies, not knowing a thing about it except the title. I don't like trailers, don't like looking up articles. I just like going in completely blind and just letting the artist take me on a journey. So many people now, they're like, I gotta know everything about a movie before it comes out. I gotta know everything. Let me see multiple trailers, and then they have an idea of the movie, and then they get disappointed because it doesn't live up to that idea, because with trailers you can make it look like anything. The job of the people making the trailers is simply just to get you in that seat. Doesn't matter if you're disappointed, as long as they get your ticket money. And so I don't like watching anything, I don't like reading anything, I love going in blind. So the fact that I don't know anything about these movies, to me, is good. I like that. But yeah, I couldn't really give any tidbits about any of these movies, or most of them anyway. But that's the Kino collection. I'll be going through my Steelbook collection soon, my VHS. I'll probably, now that I'm feeling better, I'll probably put out some videos, talking about some topics. So I would like to actually talk about something rather than just showing off the collections constantly. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by, and I'll try to put out another video here soon, and I'll see you. Almost forgot, let me give a random recommendation across my entire collection, and I'm going to show 2 of them here because I just recently got these 2 these two movies. So the one I'm definitely going to recommend, the one I've seen, is Vampire's Kiss. This finally, I have this on DVD. This finally came out on Blu-ray. Finally. I'm not a big fan of the artwork. Whatever. I don't know. But this is a fantastic Nicolas Cage movie. It's where he thinks he's turning into a vampire. So you know it's going to be fun. This was before he got really big. I think it was 89, 88, something like that. They don't have the year on the back of here. I don't know why. And then the second one I picked up along with this one is Carcinoma. And this slipcover is crazy. It's crazy. And then this, it slips in on the side instead of top down. But yeah, those are the ones I got recently. I definitely recommend Vampire's Kiss. I love that movie. Don't take it seriously. Don't go in wanting to judge it harshly. Like his accent in the movie, I think it's supposed to be a terrible accent. I think that was the point. Don't just go in wanting to have fun with it. Don't go into try to pick it apart. It's just a fun, stupid movie. Very good though, in my opinion. One of my favorite Cage movies. Anyway, that's it. See ya.